Alrighty, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. I don't know, so this is a bit of a late live stream, and I can't really be too loud because it's kind of late. Everyone is sleeping, and also I kind of had my surgery just recently, so my cheek is still a bit swollen. But yeah. Without further ado, everyone, today I'm going to be shiny hunting Sentret, and I'm specifically targeting a female Sentret. And yeah, very straightforward, nothing too crazy. And I do need a bit of where is it? Alrighty, turn that up. There goes the Pokemon background noise. And I am looking for shiny sandwiches. And it says we need tofu, so I don't, hold up. Do I even have tofu? I probably don't, but if I don't, we'll just go buy some. Yep, but you gotta go buy some tofu first. Alrighty. Tofu, here we come. So I hope everybody's doing well. I do work tomorrow, but that's kind of its own thing, right? We got some things we gotta do, some things we don't want to do, and it's just the way life works. And I'm glad I got my surgery because now I can get back on track to actually saving up for my car. Because that was one of my goals for my mid-20s. Well, my 20s goals, that is. Alrighty, where are you, Tofu? Alrighty. Tofu could be sold here. If not, then I'll just keep looking around till I find tofu. Where is tofu being sold? Alrighty. Tofu, where are you? Jalapenos, noodles. Honestly, hold up. That's... I was not expecting this to be a hunt for finding tofu. So there's peanut butter, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm trying to actually get some ingredients so that way I can actually make a sandwich that I need to make. There's no... Interesting, there's no tofu here either. Let me search it up where tofu is for a second. Pokemon Scarlet. Where is tofu? Where do you get tofu? Aquisita Market? Alrighty, that's where we're going. Levincia Town, here we come. Okay. Probably up here. Tofu, oh tofu. Here we come. Alrighty, and after that we're hunting for a shiny Sentret, and we're targeting specifically a female. Just because I like a female looking Sentret better, even though there really isn't much differences, but it's just preference at the end of the day. Alright. Where is it? Aquisita Supermarket. Let's hop on to our Koraidon and let's take a little dash. Oh, ran into a pole. This right here? Alrighty. Tofu, here we come. Should be here. And there it is. Alright. Probably just buy 41 tofus. Alrighty. Tofu prosciutto. Yep, alright. Here we go, baby. Wasui Town. I still have not done the Pecha Run event yet, so the Pekka Runs, I believe that's what the Pokemon's name is. I have not done the event for that yet, but I will do that maybe in a later time. But today I really just want to shiny hunt. I don't know why. Maybe because I just want to enjoy myself a bit. This is like, I guess I'll consider this my reward for my surgery, I guess. Alrighty, this is the best place to look for it. So, there's Sentret over there running happily hoppily. Alright. Oh, sorry, did not mean to do that. We're gonna save. And then we're gonna actually do the picnic. Alrighty. So this is essentially how you make sandwiches. Throw a picnic, send out your Pokemon to relax out here, let them get to know each other, while I get to make a sandwich, which is the most fun part. Okay. Here's the ingredients. 2 tofus, and then prosciutto, and then we need a red, green, and yellow bell pepper. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna use Herba Mystica, and then that's essentially all we're creating. The sandwiches should now start. Let us start this creation, shall we? Man, tofu looks pretty blocky. I'm gonna start with that first, I guess. Yeah, this thing's pretty blocky. This is one of the most difficult mechanics in Pokemon, because the food items don't really stack up well when you make these sandwiches, which actually is not a good thing. If anything, it's more so a difficult. But hey, I don't make Nintendo games. So, no offense, but even I would admit this is not the most easy. It's really just the balance issues, I guess, with the foods once you put it onto the sandwich. I'm just gonna stack them all on top of each other on the side here, I guess. Yeah, you see, that's the problem. Everything is just lost. But regardless, we should still... Ooh, that that does not look pretty, but the effects still should work the same. Let's see if it does. I'm pretty sure it still does. And... Yep. I told you. Still works the same. Well, actually, probably not. Okay. Yeah, still works the same. Now, everything here should start spawning normal types once we start happily hopping around. What I'm looking for specifically is Sentret. It's not the most difficult Pokemon to find, nor is it rare. But the reason why I'm targeting Sentret is because I actually love this Pokemon. Well, the shiny one, that is. Sparkling Power normal. There's Sentret, but it's not shiny. Why is everything here random? supposed to be just all normal types, or the majority of the spawns should be normal type. That's a Lotad. There's Sentret, but it's not shiny. Not shiny either. Not shiny. Alrighty, this is the difficult part. We just gotta keep hopping around until it spawns out shiny. But Nintendo, man. Well, there's Ross, but I will shiny hunt that someday. But I have a shiny Ross in pretty much all of my Pokemon games. If there's a Ross, I will hunt that shiny. Oh, there's Sentret. All I need is just one Sentret shiny and then I'll be satisfied. I guess the spawns isn't too much in our favors. Oh, that's a ferret. That's what I was targeting. If that comes out shiny, then this would do as well. I'm not really complaining, or I'm not very too picky, because I know what I want. And honestly, I'll take any of those two, Sentret or ferret. As long as it's shiny, of course. And female. Because I think that'll be a nice addition to my collection of Pokemon. Hello there, Sentret. I have to say, my surgery went pretty well. Honestly, it wasn't as bad as I was expecting, but at the same time, I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting much, but 4 needles into my face, that didn't hurt as bad as I thought. I don't know why, but they had to put anesthesia and 3 other needles. Just so I don't feel the pain whenever they started the surgery. But now that the surgery's over, the mole was pretty much removed. So I'm truly happy that it's gone. But now we gotta start saving up for a car. Which honestly shouldn't be too long. And after I get my car, the next thing I would really like to do is to... That is so adorable, seeing that little Sentret run, but the next thing I really want to do is actually start saving money. One, to move out, obviously, and the next is to actually start my Tarantula business. I would like to start a small side passive income, I guess. So a small business of selling tarantulas. A lot of people do ask me what are all those containers behind me. And those are all spiders. I am the Kumo Sensei after all, everybody. I do actually do spider work. Even though it is more of a hobby as of now, turning it into a business will take time. But that's what passion is. It takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. I'm sure that we all have passions that we want to pursue as a career. It was kind of scary, honestly, becoming a tarantula breeder, an acknowledged tarantula breeder. I was way too young inheriting that title, or inheriting the acknowledgement. God, I love Sentret and Ferret. They look so cute. Oh, that's a Vulpix. I thought that was the shiny for a second. But yeah, though, I don't know exactly how much I'll save for the tarantula business. So that's kind of a wait and see. I would like to spend maybe a couple to a few $1,000s on a new car. Or not a new car, but just a car in general. Maybe $2,000 to $4,000 US dollars. Savings, that is, into a car. And then actually start saving money to actually move out. It's one step at a time. I'm not in a hurry either, because life has a way of putting itself in its pacing, I guess. If you run too fast, you're going to trip all over the place. But if you're too slow, sometimes it feels like you're falling behind. But eventually everything will even itself out. It took me a while, honestly, to understand some of that. I thought that was a shiny for a second. Okay. That's a Bullpix. That's not what I'm looking for, but... Oh, there are Sentrets. Ooh, I'm getting those confused now. Man, oh man. Toadscruel, Heracross, Wills, Stanler, Pachirisu, Kricketot. This is surprising. I was expecting more normal types to spawn like Sentret here, but I have a mix of everything. I guess it's not as easy as it seems for this place to hunt for a shiny ferret or Sentret, but that's okay. That makes the challenge even more fun. It gives me more time to live stream, I guess. I'm not in a rush today. I really just want to take it slow after my recovery. Still recovering. I thought that was a shiny for a second. Oh, Sentret, my cute little one. Life is going at its own pace for us, isn't it? But we'll find you. Just give us... Oops, I accidentally ran into a spinner rack. Should be easier than the Blossom. On paper, it should be easier, but who knows? Oh, there, little Sentret. We're gonna find you, shiny. I don't really know what a shiny Squoville looks like. But I'm not really into that Pokemon. I really just want shiny Sentret or Ferret. Female. Oh man, I'm so ready to get a car though. It'll be nice. I probably will cry if I do get a car. I know people are just gonna laugh and say it's an old rusty car. But you really just gotta be thankful for the things you have. Sometimes the things you have is what somebody wants. So I don't really take things for granted. And my channel is actually growing quite a bit too. Which is kind of surprising. Kind of scary in a way. Because... What is that a Poltegeist? Yep, it's a Poltegeist. Is that the... Hold up. Sorry, is that the authentic Poltegeist or... Poltegeist, my man. Poltegeist. I know which one is which. I know these... Who knows? We're just gonna quick ball this, I guess. I really don't know. I'm just gonna save that for later. Oh, that's the counterfeit form. Well, that's a bit disappointing, but at least we got confirmation. Shiny Riolu is a pretty cool Pokemon, though. I'm not gonna lie. If we find that shiny, I wouldn't be disappointed either. Love Lucario. I think Lucario is such an amazing looking Pokemon. I have about 20 minutes and then I gotta reset again to look for that. Shiny Sentret. Hey there, little one. Where's the shiny one at? There's a Nuzleaf. Falls to... Oops, accidentally ran to a Bullfix. I did not mean to do that, my friend. And we ran into a Petalil. We're running in and out of Pokemons, that's crazy. I really wish there was a way to actually look under this, because I might... Hey there, John, how's it going? I'm just shiny hunting today, and just chilling after our surgery. But the plan is that now that our surgery is pretty much done, I would like to actually start saving for a car, and after that, start building another counterfeit for him. And then I would like to actually start saving to start my Tarantula business. More like a small passive business, I guess. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know how it's gonna go or what will happen. But hey, I don't want to give up on my dreams. And it's good to see that's going good on your end. Me, I'm kind of tired, I won't lie. Because I do gotta wake up early tomorrow to actually train before I go to work. Which is honestly, kind of, man, difficult. And man, I was right, but let's talk about anime for a second. Because this is somewhat of an anime YouTube channel. Like, you know, because we always talk about anime, right? I was right about the Tokyo Ghoul. I tell ya, the 10th anniversary, yep, I knew it. I was right. As an I'm an anime historian. I'll say that. History always repeats itself. I pray to God that it's a good remake. If it is a remake, that is. Most likely, I'm 90% certain it's a remake, but that almost never happens for anime, man. So to see Tokyo Ghoul get an announcement for like an actual anime, it makes me so happy because my gosh, man, it was... I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't at the best place in terms of the anime. Everybody was like, get a Tokyo Ghoul Brotherhood. Which is honestly kind of funny, if you think about it. Brotherhood. Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist. But I don't know, man. I would like to know what everybody thinks. I honestly don't have... my only thing I have to say is that I hope it's good. But it's like the most unironic... The part that I find so ironic is that Bleach and... Oh, we're dropping frames here. All these Pokemon spawning is dropping frames. But the ironic part is that Tokyo Ghoul and Bleach are both created by Studio Pierrot. That's like the crazy part if you think about it. Because Bleach pretty much got... I don't want to say it got canceled in 2012, but they just stopped animating the anime because they caught up to the manga. And then Tokyo Ghoul, they pretty much butchered it. For those who don't know, Studio Pierrot is an anime studio that works on some of the greatest animes there is. Bleach was an example. Another one is Tokyo Ghoul. But the thing about Studio Pierrot is that they keep screwing up their anime adaptations. They're not bad animators for those who don't know, but Studio Pierrot tends to actually do what they call anime original, or they pretty much go out and do their own thing, and not to actually adapt from the manga or the source material. And this is why a lot of their anime adaptations are not that great. And everybody usually gets mad, and they call Studio Pierrot Studio Clown, because it's pretty much valid. For those who don't know, Pierrot is another... It's pretty much a synonym for clown. So, kind of ironic, isn't it? Studio Pierrot, which Pierrot is clown, and people clowning on them, calling them. It goes full circle. It's just crazy to think about now that you mention it. Well, now that I mention it. But I hope that they do it justice this time. If it is adapted by Studio Pierrot. I'm not the biggest fan of Studio Pierrot, if I'm being honest. Some of their works is good, I would admit that. But it's not the quality of the animation. It's really just how they adapt stuff. I don't know why they keep doing that. It's very rare to see animes go their own route, but usually it doesn't end well. Almost never ends well. I think one great example. Oh wow, I did not know that, John. It's interesting. 45th anniversary, eh? But back to what I was saying, though. Sorry, I was lost in thought for a second, though. Well, back to what I was saying. I think one great example of anime original, I guess, and not adapting from the source material is Akame ga Kill. There was a recent video by that one anime YouTuber discussing about Akame ga Kill, where it kills off all of the characters. That is true. The anime killed off pretty much every character, but not the manga. The manga is... People need to go read the manga. I truly do think that the manga, it doesn't save the series, but it's a much better ending. And the ending for the anime for Akame ga Kill is not canon, by the way. The true canon ending is the manga, and the manga is better. Because the manga is the source material. So, yeah, go actually read the manga, and you'll be the happiest person ever. Tatsumi lives, he doesn't die. Even though he's no longer human. Spoiler alert, he's no longer human, by the way. Even though he's no longer human, he actually lives, and mine lives as well. And there's a text bubble, a manga text bubble, in the panel of one of the last few pages stating that Tatsumi and mine actually live, and they end up having a family. So even though Tatsumi is no longer human, which is kind of interesting, I guess, but at least the main character survives. If you like if you actually read it. It's funny how I always talk about Akame ga Kill in terms of bad anime adaptations. Oh my gosh, you're losing frames. This game's lagging a bit. But I really do think that Akame ga Kill is overhated. I'm not defending Akame ga Kill by any means. I understand people's validation about hating the series if it's bad, because it's really understandable why they would hate it. But at the same time, it's not necessarily the series that's bad, it's just the anime adaptation that makes it bad. So, in my opinion, I think it's a decent series. I wouldn't say mediocre, it's just decent. It's a decent series that got ruined by the anime adaptation. Now, I think the part that hurts is that it is adapted by Studio White Fox. And Studio White Fox has some amazing anime adaptations, such as ReZero, Steins Gate, what else did they have? Jomorgad, I believe, was another one. And what else do they have? They don't have a lot because they've only been around for about 13 to 14 years, maybe 15 years. So they're still a relatively new anime studio. So, but still, what I'm saying is that Studio White Fox usually make good anime adaptations. They're not the best, but they're not terrible either. But man, that was yeah, not so great for their anime adaptations. I think they also made an anime adaptation. Yeah, I forgot what it's called. It's the one with Zero in it and that Beastkin guy, like the white tiger dude. That's also another anime they adapted. But they're mostly known for ReZero. The moment I remember in 2015, during the announcement trailer, that I still actually watched that ReZero announcement trailer, by the way. In 2015, when I saw that trailer, I knew that it was up to something good. White Fox also doing Goblin Slayer Season 1. You know what's so funny? That I find so, like, that makes me think. It's it's funny to say this, but some people were complaining about the anime adaptation. Oh, I accidentally ran into you. So some people were actually complaining about the anime adaptation of Goblin Slayer Season 1. And so when they changed anime studios for the anime to another anime studio, it was even worse than the first season. Which is like the most, like, beggars can't be choosers situation. I still feel bad for the Goblin Slayer fans, because I do think that the anime adaptation could have been so much better. But for what it was for the first season, I thought the first season was okay. I wouldn't say it was good, it was just okay. But the second season, it wasn't so great. Because the problem with the second season is that the first season by the studio White Fox had a more serious dark nature tone to it. Like an actual D&D campaign feel to it. The second season, it put too much emphasis on the fantasy element. And really not much on like the edgy, dark like moments of Goblin Slayer. Like I've read the light novel. I know people keep saying read the manga, but don't read the manga. The manga is not as good as the light novel, because the light novel is the original source material. So the manga is actually adapted from the light novel. So I would highly suggest people to go read the light novels if possible. If not, read the web novels, because it's really good. Like if you like very dark toned in nature light novels. Is that shiny? No, that's not shiny, is it? Nope, it's not. But that's just my honest opinion, though. You don't have to agree with me on that, but I really recommend people go read light novels whenever they can. And if you can actually afford a paperback copy, please support the industry by buying a legal physical copy if you can. But if not, then just read the web novels, because the web novels are usually online and they're free. But it is it's not as dark-natured and toned like Berserk, for example, just saying, but it does a good job for what it is. I do read light novels from time to time, but not all the time, everybody. But light novels, I will read anything that's a light novel, as long as it has a good premise, because light novels don't really have page books or anything like that. So it's just pretty much just word, like just blocks of text, and then you'll occasionally get a picture of, or an illustration, my bad, of like what's happening. But for the most part, though, a lot of people will not be able to actually read light novels because they would prefer panels, manga panels, that is. But I've always enjoyed light novels, because light novels does something that anime cannot do very well, and that is putting things into first person. So if you never read so for those who never read light novels, allow me to explain how it works. Light novels are usually in first person, so we're pretty much in the shoes of the main character, and whatever the character is seeing, they will describe what the character is seeing. For example, if let's say there's an isekai that the main character is reincarnated to a Dark Lord or something, it's going to be, the light novel will put into this phrase.
And then I saw it with my own eyes. I've been reborn as the Demon Lord. And now, in this position, I wonder, what do I do? I'm an office worker, not a Dark Lord.
Just an example. So it's highly in first person, and not to mention, light novels are very descriptive. Very descriptive. I think a great example of this is Overlord's light novels, if you ever read them. Oh, they're amazing. Yeah, 4 minutes left and then we'll try again. But I am a true fan of reading light novels. I think see, this doesn't work in it. I think one of the genres that struggles in anime form that works great in light novel form is mysteries. Mystery animes that are based from light novels are usually pretty bad, if I'm being honest, but from time to time, a good one will show up. One great example is Hyoka. Hyoka is actually an amazing light novel with a really good anime adaptation. Like, his anime adaptation is very good. And Hyoka came out in 2011, I believe, the anime. Which is, like, crazy how long ago it was. Because during that time, anime adaptations were more so of just, let's put out an anime and let's worry about adaptation accuracy later. But Hyoka is actually a pretty good one. Yes, Blue Exorcist. I saw that it has been announced for a new season, another season, which is interesting because I've always been a big supporter of female creators. Blue Exorcist is one of them. I truly love Blue Exorcist. Here's the thing. If it was not for Blue Exorcist, your blue flames in anime would probably not be as popular as they are. Because at the time, the only blue flames in anime that you really got, or any source of material, was pretty much Black Rock Shooter and then Blue Exorcist. But Blue Exorcist made it cool. Like, Blue Exorcist actually made blue flames cool. Black Rock Shooter made it aesthetically pleasing, but it was more so aesthetic for its anime style, if you get what I'm saying. So it was part of the style, but what made it cool was definitely Ren Okamura. God almighty. People just don't understand. People would never understand the anime flame hype when it was like raging for its time. Like, this is about 11 years ago. No, what am I saying? Not 11, 14 years ago? What an amazing time, man. Like, to be an anime fan. Oh boy, I sound old, but I was literally a kid. And like, before then, the only animes that you got that had really cool flames was Hitman Reborn. And that was pretty much it. Suna was an amazing character though. I'm not gonna lie. I think Suna in Hitman Reborn is one of the coolest Shonen Jump characters of all time. But the way it concluded for the anime, I thought was very... I don't want to say it was disappointing, but it was kind of lackluster. But, like, I will not deny the legacy that it created when it comes to the flame archetype in anime. Because it really made it cool. And I think Blue Exorcist was like the perfected like version of it. And of course Black Rock Shooter as well. But you have to understand, when I was watching anime during my time, anime adaptations were not that great. Because they did not follow the anime. The animes didn't follow the source material very well. So like, the anime would pretty much not be like the manga at all. It would be its own thing. And if it did adapt it from the manga, it wasn't going to be that great. So, I really do think that we anime fans are very blessed, but at the same time, a lot of us, well, a lot of the newer anime fans, they just don't see it because they weren't born or they wasn't watching anime during that time. But we should all be thankful about how far the anime adaptation has become, because anime adaptations are not that great still, but they were much better today than what they were back then. Like, I can tell you so many examples of bad adaptations. Alright, let's try again. Like one actually good example of like bad anime adaptation. Well, not bad, but a not so great anime adaptation from a popular series is Fruits Baskets. Fruits Baskets has an amazing manga. It is like a melodrama slash romance series, but the anime, the 2004 or 2006 anime, was not anything of that. It was more so of a, it was, I hate to say this, it was more like a comedy rom-com rather than an actual, melodrama. But hey, at least it's much better today than it was back then, so I am not complaining. And I'm truly glad they actually decided to do a remake for the 2019 Fruits Baskets. The only reason why Fruits Baskets kind of annoys me is because my friends always refer me as Shigure, and for those who know Shigure's character in Fruits Baskets, the reason why my friends actually say I'm kind of like him is because there's a lot of similarities here, but I don't, ooh, it makes me look kind of strange, so I don't really, you know, take it too well, if I'm being honest. But hey, if you know Shigure's character and why he does the way he does, like, it makes sense. But to you anime fans who watch Fruits Baskets and knows Shigure's character and his motives, like, it's pretty, I hate to admit this, but it's pretty spot on to how similar him and I are. But even though I kind of move on, or I try to move on, it still kind of haunts me still. Because of how eerily similar we are. But enough about that though. In terms of like anime adaptations though, very few of them are good from like back in the day. I still do think that one of the better anime adaptations for its time from like back then, two of them that come into mind is Ergo Proxy and no, not Ergo Proxy, but Serial Experiments Lane and Monster. Those two animes actually have good anime adaptations for an older series. Oh, we got it this time. Alrighty. Yeah, 2001. That's how old I feel for Fruits Baskets anime. But yeah, though, good anime adaptations were rare back then, but nowadays it's kind of funny. It's like, let's not focus on anime adaptation nowadays, and let's just focus on actually like making good looking animes, which is kind of strange. Alright, we're done picnicking. Now, where is our normal type spawns? We are specifically looking for a shiny Sentret or shiny ferret. This little pouncy thing here, the little raccoon, tanuki looking thing. I'm tired. Because, you know, my cheeks still kind of my cheeks are still a bit swollen, but I think I'll live. But still though, this shiny hunt is going to take a bit of time. but I'm sure that we'll find it. This sandwich is much better because we can actually see that there's a lot of more normal types. Now we just need to get Sentret or Ferret to spawn shiny. Oh, but the biggest surprise that I'm happy about is the Apothecary Diaries getting a second season. I love that anime, by the way. I have not read the light novels, but I really want to read it. It's just that I don't have time to actually read all the light novels I want to read. Because I still had to read Pale Moon Reverie, Unnamed Memory. What else am I still having to read? There's still a lot of anime light novel series that I still have to read. But I'm hoping that I'll get the chance to actually read them. I thought you were shiny for a second. Oh boy, all of these look shiny for a second. Gotta make sure I don't get bamboozled here. Alrighty. Let's look for you, my friend. Once you spawn shiny, that is. Based on their spawn rates, it seems like we're most likely going to get a shiny Hoothoot first, mind you, before the shiny Sentret. Oh man. I wish I could talk louder, but my cheeks is pretty much hurting from the surgery still. This morning it was, I don't want to say it was bleeding, but it was leaking quite a bit. A lot of the white goo stuff was leaking out, which didn't feel too good, but I got it under control. It will take some time to recover though. And man, it was a scary feeling. But I'm glad I got the surgery done though. And now I can actually start my dreams again of getting a car and then starting my tarantula business. My passive tarantula business, that is. Until something works out. I love Arifureta, but I gotta be honest, it is not as good as the light novel. The light novel for Arifureta is amazing. If you like your overpowered male characters with harems and stuff like that, Arifureta is without a doubt, in my opinion, is A to S tier on that level. The only thing I do not like is that there is a time skip, and some of the character developments, if you would even call it that, it doesn't really make sense to me. But hey, I still do think that it's a great read though, and people should go read Arifureta, the light novel that is, not the manga. The manga is pretty decent up until a certain point, because then it really becomes more annoying. See, the problem with the manga is that it actually starts off pretty strong. Oh, that's it! Our shiny Sentret! Are you female? If it's female, this hunt is done and we can start. Yes! Alright, this is what we're looking for. Shiny Sentret. I guess we can hunt for more, I guess? I don't know. I will actually cache this in a Premier Ball, I guess, because I do like Premier Balls. Well, I think a Pokeball is fine. But yeah, we got the shiny now, guys. We just got to catch it. And critical capture. There it goes. Caught. But back to what I'm saying, though. Arifureta, highly recommend the light novel. Hanjume is an amazing character in the light novel that is. Because he does some amazing trick shots and some amazing abilities and amazing moves in the light novel. But the problem is that when the anime adaptation came around, they actually, what they did was they cut out some scenes, and they also cut out some things that happened in the anime. I mean, in the light novels, to where it's not in the anime. There's a so one example is that before Hajime meets Shia, he actually does his amazing. So this is before he meets Shia, by the way, when he just pretty much got out of the dungeon and whatnot. He pretty much does this amazing scene where he just is killer 6 shots in like 1 shot. It is so cool. I just wish the light novel did it justice. But I guess we'll use the rest of this time to hunt for more shinies, and then we'll start training later. I love Beastars, by the way. I think Beastars is an amazing series, John. By the way, if anybody who's watching this wants to talk about anything, by all means feel free to do so. But Beastars is funny because the mangaka, her father is the same, so I forgot the woman's name that created Beastars, but her father is the creator of King and Ashura. So like father, like daughter, they both created some of the best mangas there is, which is so cool. Like, I don't know, people think they know everything about anime. They meet me, and then they reconsider that. Like, I am a big fan of anime, so I may not be on point about some of my information or some of my knowledge, but it's very close or almost precise. But this is the knowledge you gain from watching anime, and it's pretty much studying and trying to get into the industry. I still want to be a voice actor, but I don't know. And when I say I don't know, is I don't know how long it'll take, but I really just want to voice in something. The moment I voice something, whether it's in an indie game or for somebody's promo video, I don't care what, I'm gonna cry, because just the idea of voicing in something makes me happy if I actually do get my chance, which is why I still post voice acting videos. And I know people want me to talk about anime, like post more anime videos, but I can just do that on stream because it gives me more time to clarify things, and I don't really have to make it brief or short, and edit as well. But this is something that everybody will get to at some point. Like, every single anime fan, they're anime fans, but they're not anime historians. One day, I don't know. So I have this dumb idea that if I still watch anime by the time I'm 60, I would like to actually write a book about watching anime from as a kid all the way up to my elderly age, quote unquote. And just talking about my, like, watching anime as it unfolded. Because I will say this, man, a lot of anime stuff has happened. The transitions and whatnot. Like, I remember back in the day, anime had a lot of nudity. Like, they just didn't care about censorship. Nowadays, everything is censored, which is even crazier. Mushoku Tensei. Yes. I'm actually super excited for Mushoku Tensei, believe it or not. I have high hopes for it. Now, I've been, okay, this kind of hurts to say, but I've kind of been spoiled about Mushoku Tensei, but I do know what happens, and if they adapt it to good, or if they adapt it well, I do think that it's going to be not an OG classic for the future. Well, let's wait and see, man. The problem with Mushoku Tensei is that sometimes the pacing can be a bit slow to some. which is understandable and kind of valid to an extent. But I really hope that people do stick around though, because I do think it becomes interesting, especially how overpowered Rudy becomes. Sword Art Online Gunga Alternative Season 2 is scheduled for October 2024. Okay, now we're talking. I honestly do think that Gunga Online Alternative is like... It's underrated. It is an underrated Sword Art Online spinoff. And to be honest, I kind of like it a bit more than OG Sword Art Online. No disrespect to Kirito or any of those characters, but I really do like the characters in Gunga Alternative. Because they're more, to me, they're more like characters than some of the characters in Sword Art Online. There is some crossover between the Sword Art Online characters and the Gunga Online Alternative characters if you read the light novels, and I think they will adapt that into the latest season of it, if they do adapt it right. Or if they do get there. But it's pretty cool though. Still a big fan of Sword Art Online to an extent, but not really. Sword Art Online has concluded. Like, the story is pretty much over already. And I really recommend people to go read the light novels, because it ended on volume 28. And man, I was glad it ended, because Sword Art Online has been going on forever. You have to remember, Sword Art Online was written in like 2004, 2006. So it was written over 10 years, like literally over 10 years ago. And it's kind of funny how it warped anime forever. Like, it's crazy. The Sword Art Online was the beginning of bringing anime to the West, but Attack on Titan is what like bought it completely. I did read Attack on Titan way back when, but I got into Attack on Titan's manga pretty late. I got into it around 2012, 1 year before the anime. But I'm not gonna lie, when I first read the manga for Attack on Titan, I wasn't really into it. Not until the anime adaptation. When the anime came out in 2013, it changed everything for me. That's when I truly appreciated Attack on Titan then. But yeah, though, I'm very old when it comes to anime. Like, anime is like synonymous with me at this point. Synonymous. That's the right word. It's pretty interesting, honestly. I think the key of becoming a great anime fan or a great anime historian is to remember everything. Like, remember the moments. Because that will make you become better than I will. Because I remember anime like crazy, man. I still actually do prefer some of the older animes because they were not censored. Like, I truly mean that in the truest sense. Like, even like the casual bath scenes, like the characters were completely naked. I mean, no offense. I mean, it's just crazy. But nowadays it's like censored with steam and fog. But back in the day, they just didn't care. And now they really want to censor anime even more, which is crazy. There's a reason why anime has gone through so much censorship, and the reason is because they're trying to make it appeal to the world, like the worldwide audience. Because you have to understand, anime back then was very niche to Japanese otaku culture. But since it's popular pretty much worldwide now, they had to make it into consideration for everyone. So this is why you get a lot more censorships and whatnot. Like, back in the 90s, people, like, in anime, people's heads were getting cut off, and like, I'm talking about the anime, not real life anime, okay, guys? So don't take it out of context. But nowadays, it's like censored. But that was a crazy time, though. Yeah, I saw the ReZero announcements too for Season 3. So ReZero is by Studio White Fox. I love Studio White Fox. That's my favorite anime studio of all time. For those who don't know. I truly do think that ReZero is, in my opinion, one of the greatest isekais to have ever existed. Like, I truly mean that when I say that. I don't think there will ever be another isekai on the same scale as ReZero. Like, ReZero, the true magic of ReZero is the fact that every character goes through an arc. Like, every character has some story arc and development. Like, even the side characters, they just... And I'm just so bedazzled at how amazing they utilize their characters. ReZero is kind of... Okay, the best way to explain ReZero, of how I see it, is like this. It's like playing a deck of cards, and every single card is a character. But, like, the thing that makes ReZero special is that every single card in that deck is like a chain reaction, and they go so well with one another. They're just not forgotten or fodder. And that's ReZero, the way I see it. Like, they utilize every character in ReZero, which is like, that just don't happen in anime much anymore. Like, don't get me wrong, in anime, side characters or support characters, they do get their time to shine once in a while, but after that, they either die, get cut off, or they're just out doing their own thing. That is not the case. That is not the case when it comes to ReZero, man. I respect ReZero for that. You can't beat it, period. If somebody knows an isekai anime that is better than ReZero, please tell me. That isn't generic schlock. I don't hate the generic stuff in isekais like harems and whatnot, but it becomes tiring very fast. Because every series has it. And we've seen in recent times that anime doesn't need to be fantasy. I mean, it doesn't need to be an isekai fantasy to be good. It can just be fantasy. Such as Dungeon Meshi and Frieren. Those two animes are amazing, and they're not isekais too, so that's even a huge plus. Like, I truly don't believe that anime has to be an isekai to be good. Good anime will always be good anime, period. Okay. Still looking for more shinies if we can't hunt one more. Give us one more shiny ferret or shiny Sentret before we run out of time, please. There's another Sentret, but it isn't shiny. Ferret that isn't shiny. Starlies. We have 10 minutes left before our shiny power runs out. And then we'll start training. Alrighty. So this spot here is pretty much where all the normal spawns are. Yep. Sentret, ferrets. Reveler's Road. So this spot is actually the sweet spot. I'm going to take this note for next time if I do hunt more of these normal shinies. Okay. Where are you, my friend? Oh, by the way, I did actually, what you call it? Anime. I finally, caught up to, Banished from the Hero's Party Season 2. I do... I love Rit. Red and Rit. Like, Rit is, man... Waifu. Is that shiny? Nope, it's not. We have 8 minutes. Sentret, please come out shiny, I beg of you. There's a Lotad, but that's not what I want. I really just want a shiny Sentret. Or Ferret. Even though we already have one, more would never hurt. But yeah though. I finally caught up with Banished from the Hero's Party Season 2. I would say that it's not as great in terms of a slow life anime in comparison to the first season, but I like what it does. So I'm not complaining about it either. I think it's actually a decent series. As I grow older, I start to appreciate the slower paced animes more and more, which is crazy to say that, but I really do appreciate those animes that do take it slow. Because you get to that age where you just really want to slow down. So, you know, so a lot of slow life animes, I love those a lot. And I also love animes with great expositions or great storytelling, such as Mononoke. Mononoke, oh my gosh. I believe it's a movie they announced. I just want to see what they do, man. I love the medicine seller. One of the greatest supernatural characters to ever be conceived. He's cool, mysterious, and has such an aura. Oh, we have about 7 minutes left, and we still haven't found another shiny. Please spawn for us something. I beg of you. Sentret, I just want another shiny. Even though I already got one. Another one will not hurt. Sentret is just looking happy with us. Man, oh man. But either way though, I'm caught up to most animes, and sadly, Freerun's coming to a close. But I do believe they announced... Did they announce a second season to Freerun? I believe they did so. I could be wrong on that. But I love Freerun. I told you Freerun was going to be good, because they have such a great voice cast and everything. I know good animes when I see them. Well, most of them, that is. I'm not giving up on anime. It's just that I've grown older, so I've slowed down on anime. But I haven't quit on it entirely. But there will be a day I probably will quit anime. Maybe the day I become a father or get married, or something like that. But as long as I'm around enjoying anime, I'm still going to be enjoying anime. A bunch of ferrets. Sentret evolves to ferrets. Oh, come on. Dang, these normals. Okie dokie. I do want to hunt for some legendaries, but you can't shiny hunt those because they're all shiny locked. But I would like to hunt for some just for fun competitive legendaries. Like some very... Oh, my bad. Like some very fast or very slow IV Pokemon. Anime news, man. I really do wish I I really do want to voice in something though. There's so many great voice actors out there, man. And maybe someday I'll meet my idols. Like Kiyono Yasuno, Nao Toyama, and some of those not waifus, but some of my favorite seiyus. Because, like, man, someday, maybe as this channel grows bigger, maybe a voice actor would acknowledge that I exist. Or maybe a small development company would notice I exist and ask for my voice acting. I do have acting experience already, it's just that I haven't had a chance to actually shine. But I want it so bad. But I know it doesn't come overnight. So I'm gonna do what I do best. Be myself, be consistent, and take my time. It's not a matter of how fast, but a matter of when. And soon, I believe I can get there. Okay, sorry, I'm just looking around for that shiny. And I know some people think I just do voice acting for fun, which I do. But I truly want to voice in something. That's why I still post voice acting videos. And maybe I'll be, I don't know, in a voice acting production with like Yuri Lowenthal, you know, Linda Young, Chris Sabat. I don't know. I love those voice actors, by the way. There's a lot of amazing voice actors out there. Jessica Osborne, you know, Troy Baker, Laura Bailey, you know. Like, I've always dreamed of, like, voicing something on that caliber. Or at least, you know, seeing them as equals. I know that look, you can always meet those voice actors at anime expos, like meet and greets and whatnot. But I don't want to be seen as a fan. Like, I want to be seen as an equal, you know? Because then I will truly cry. And look, I know it's a situation of like a notice me senpai moment. But it means more than that. To me, I don't know. I think the best way to put it is that it's like meeting your childhood hero. Because you see so many great people, you know, voicing stuff. And you're like, man, they don't voice just amazingly, but they actually become their characters. Like, like, I want to voice something. I want to stage act in something, you know? That's kind of the reasons why I took in stage acting, because I want to become something amazing. And yeah, I know that's kind of cringe. You went into stage acting instead of voice acting? Well, stage acting was first actually, then voice acting came along. But they came around the same time though, but stage acting was first. Because look, I didn't know voice acting was a thing. Like, I thought that every voice actor was an actor, if you get my drift. But I still have those dreams though. I'm not letting go of those dreams anytime soon. But it is something that I'm still chasing. I'm gonna give it about 12 more years when it comes to chasing my voice acting dreams. After that, I'll probably not say goodbye, but put a hold onto it. Alrighty. The shiny effect is no more. So let's actually see the stats of this Sentret here. So this one here has no special attack at all. It's 0. That's actually very good. For me, that is. Because I'm not... It likes to run, so its strongest IV stat is... speed. So here's what we're gonna do. We're actually gonna put the stats into a calculator that I've gotten, well, that I have pulled up, but it's not pulled up. But alrighty, I guess we can leave now. Oops. Excuse myself. So what I'm gonna do is now we gotta see what we can do here. But yeah, though, voice acting
is something. It's truly something I want to pursue, but it takes time. And time is something I cannot control.
But what I can control is the effort I put in. But man, do I love voice acting. It's an average size specimen. Hold on, let's check out this one real quick. I'm gonna check out these for a second. Hold up. Sorry guys, I'm gonna check these Pokemon sizes real quick. I just gotta see how big and small these guys are. So these are all perfectly average sized specimens. Let's see this Gyarados real quick. A little bit bigger than average. Okay. Wait, one more actually. I think it's in box 1. So this one here? Yes, this one. Alrighty. That Palmy was a shiny, by the way. And we're going to be selling some stuff real quick. Whoops. Alrighty. Let's sell some stuff away, shall we? I do gotta buy some bottle caps, so that's the reason why I'm selling all of these. Wow, making money in this game is so easy. That's crazy. This is probably the easiest Pokemon game, in my personal opinion, because I don't know. Look, here's the thing. Pokemon games have gotten easier and easier over time. And I will say that, like, every single newer Pokemon game, it gets easier and easier. Okay. I'm just gonna buy a 5, because I'm not gonna focus on special attack. Because here's the thing. So, let's actually switch out our Pokemon for a second. So let's move our shiny Sentret that we just caught. I'm gonna switch out with Gardevoir. Sorry, Gardevoir. Alright, let's come out, little one. Yup. I love Sentret and Ferret so much. These two are my... those two are some of my favorite Pokemons, especially the shinies. But I would evolve those into a Ferret, but I really do gotta bottle cap up its IVs. So... Montenevera, here we come. So, here's how I'm going to do this. I'm not going to put anything into its special attack stat. So its special attack is 0 IVs, which is actually not that bad, honestly. Look, it's 0, but that's not what I'm targeting here. Because I am going to use mints as well. Alright, Sentret. I'm going to use bottle caps. So we're going to boost everything but special attack. Because I don't want to... Because special attack for this Pokemon is nothing anyways. So if you get... No. And then now we're going to focus on the EV spread. So, yeah. Alrighty. Now we got his IVs pretty much fixed up. So as you can see, all the stats went up a special attack. Now we're going to change the stats again by using a mint. And what mint does is, using a mint in this game pretty much changed the nature of this Pokemon. And natures affect the stats, essentially. So I'm going to change this into being Jolly. So that way we can prioritize speed. So his special attack should drop even more now. Yep, it went down 5 and the speed went up. Now the real question, how am I going to EV train this little one? God, I really do not want to evolve this now. Oh god, you're so cute. I do not want to evolve you. God dang it. God dang it, you're so adorable. This cute little fuzzball. Take another picture. Hold up. You know what? Okay. Ugh. I hate to say this. I'm not going to train this one just yet. I'm a bit... I'm a bit too attached. But I do have another idea though. So I was going to train this Pokemon another day, but let's train this Pokemon instead. This shiny Zweilous here. Alright. Oh, there's Zweilous. We're going to be training you. So this guy here is the one we're going to train. So this is actually my favorite pseudo-legendary Pokemon of all time. Now, what this means is that I gotta go back and buy more bottle caps. But I really couldn't care less. Let me go... Wait, is there a... Nope, okay. Let me go back to Mesagosa real quick. And we're gonna be training our shiny Zweilous to a Hydreigon. Yeah, I know. I was supposed to train Sentret, but I've grown too attached to it to where I don't want to evolve it yet. Alrighty. So what Bottle Caps does, for those who are not familiar with Pokemon, is that Bottle Caps essentially, if it doesn't fix up the stats, but it makes it stronger. So that's the whole point of buying Bottle Caps. And I'm saving 6 Bottle Caps for something else, but I'm going to buy another 6. Alrighty. Okay. Now that we already got a shiny Sentret, let's go and actually start training this Zweilous or Zweilous to Hydreigon. Hydreigon? I know, okay, I know people don't want to talk about Pokemon all the time, but I love Pokemon. You're never too old for Pokemon. So I don't exactly know what... I'm gonna raise all of this thing's stats. Oh, it already has perfect perfect IVs and speed. Okay. What nature is this? Hold up. It is sassy nature. Excuse myself. There's no ribbons for this guy too. The question is, how should I EV train this? I'm gonna change this to Modus Nature, and I would like to teach this thing Draco Meteor. Do I have Draco Meteor? I probably don't. Draco Meteor. I have Dragon Claw, but that's not what I want. It has, well, I think he already knows Dragon Dance already. Oh yeah, I do have Draco Meteor. Alright, so I'm gonna actually teach Draco Meteor. I'm gonna delete Nasty Plot. Alrighty. And then next, do I have PP Max? I think it should. Well, okay. I only got one PP Max. I'm gonna use that wisely here. I think that's all it can go up to, right? Okay, yeah. Alright, we maxed out on Draco Meteor. Now the question is EV spread. How should we do the EVs? So for those that don't know, EVs is effort values, and it essentially is gained through battling Pokemon from the wild, or battling other Pokemon. So I want this to be a somewhat competitive, but not super competitive, high dragon. That's funny. Somewhat competitive? Yeah, I mean it, competitive. What should we do, guys? Alrighty. The first thing, okay, here's what I'm gonna do first. Does it know Dragon Dance? It does not. I'm gonna teach it Dragon Breath again. I'm gonna replace Body Slam. And then the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna change this thing's nature to Modus Nature. Modest Nature essentially boosts. Do I not have a Modest Nature? I do not have Modest Nature on here. That's alright. I'm gonna go to Levincia Town real quick. Levincia North. So I'm gonna buy a Modest Mint, which will change the nature and also affect the stats to where it specializes in special attack. I'm making so many mistakes. It's crazy. My English is not that good today. And that is going to be the goal. Alright. I believe you bomb here. Yes. I only need one. Alright. Change this to Modest Nature. And now his stats should change. Okay, now we gotta actually EV train this, and this is the part where it's gonna be kind of hectic, so... I'm not going AFK, but I'm gonna actually pull up a tab real quick, just search up a stat calculator. Pokemon stat calculator. Alrighty. So we're gonna look for... Sorry, Zuelis, just stand there and chill for a second. I drag on. Special attack. Flex to run. Sorry guys, I know that I'm not doing much right now, but trust me, I'm still here. See, I'm moving around still. But I'm just pulling up a Pokemon stat calculator because I want to actually make this a somewhat competitive Hydreigon. So let's start with special attack. I'm gonna put 210 EVs into special attack for starters. Because I don't want to waste all of my EVs in special attack, so 110 minus 210 is 300. And since we're not focusing on attack, I'm going to leave the attack 0. I'm going to put a... maybe something like 100... Let's see if 110 would do. 100. Alrighty, so we're going to put 112 EVs into HP. So we're going to minus 112. Its speed is not the greatest, but it's not bad either. I'm going to put about 56 EVs into speed. Oh no, I want that to be at least 250, so I'm gonna... Hold up. I gotta get this speed to where I want it. I'm gonna put 72 EVs into speed. Alrighty. Sorry guys, I know this seems kind of boring. You might as well this is falling asleep. Sorry, big guy. He's like, yeah, get going, boy. Just give me a second, because I just run in circles, okay? Alrighty, so let me pull this up on stream for y'all to see. So, let's change that. Copy and paste. And let's call this stat. EV. Stat. So here's the goal. So for HP, we're going to have 112 in this SP attack. Don't worry, I'll pull it to the side so y'all guys can see. So special attack here, we're going to actually make this 210. Well, actually, hold up. I'm gonna make this 220 actually. Okay, and then speed is 72. That's we're going to make the speed stat 72. And I know there's a lot of math involved, but this is competitive Pokemon we're talking here, so there's a reasoning for this. So EV stats is effort values. So HP is 100, is going to be 112, special attack is 220, speed is 72. This is to essentially round it out so it doesn't become too slow competitive format, because I do want to have at least some speed advantage going on here. Not trying to make this the fastest guy, but I don't want him to be slow either. And then both we have he's not that bulky actually, so I'm going to put the rest into his defenses. So I'm going to divide whatever we have. Okay. So let's see if we give him 58 each for both defenses. Oh, 53 actually. So, okay. I want to make his SP, D, special defense, and defense. So special defense will be 53-ish, and then defense will be 53 as well. And I think that's going to be our EV stat for this guy here, in terms of competitive format. Hmm, 375 is not... Alright, I like this stat, so this is the stat we're going to stick with for now. So, let's actually start EV training this guy. So a lot of people may not be familiar with competitive Pokemon, but I used to play a bit of competitive. I was not that good at it, but I'm not terrible either. So this stat spread is not necessarily for the most... I just want this to be a well-balanced competitive Hydreigon. So he's not going to be specializing in anything too special. He should be bulky enough to where he can take in some hits, but not too crazy, you get what I'm saying. We're going to start off EV training. Where is... Alright. Oh. Alright, let's go. The HP stat is 112. Okay, hold up. Nine times. Alright. So we need to battle 12 Psyducks. Alrighty. Oh wow. Sorry, Psyducks, I'm gonna faint 12 of you guys here. But, yeah. It is a bit late. I am kind of tired, but I really do want to complete this, though. Oh, wait, Psyduck is special attack. Well, that's okay. We can fix that. Is a Zoomerbill we're targeting. Oh, Azurill, that is. This one. Alrighty. We only got Hyper Voice. Great. And that's one. And, okay, we gotta keep count. We can't lose count of this, guys. And that's two. 1, that's 3. Alrighty. So this is what EV training is. So EVs are pretty much a hidden stat that isn't shown in the game. It's more so, I don't want to say it's a hidden mechanic, but it's kind of is in a way. Probably change the tarot typing too. If we can, but not too worried about that. I just want to focus on getting this thing going. Okay. But while we're here, we might as well continue talking about some anime and some stuff. But maybe I should talk about YouTube first, because there's a large influx of new viewers. And it's crazy, because I don't know where they're coming from. They just show up. They just show up. But I do want to say hello to the new viewers. But at the same time, though, it's kind of hard explaining things over and over and over again. Because I've already explained why I do the 25 push-ups a day, but the same things, always the same things. Dude, you need to do more. Yeah, obviously. I do work out, I do train, and I do diet. But I guess the point doesn't... It doesn't really come across, I guess. I do gotta train tomorrow as well. Probably either after or before work. But we kinda had to wait and see. Because it's... Oh man. It's quite hectic at times though. Okay. Let's see if more has spawned. Or a gimme ghoul. As a real, I thought there was more spawning. Yeah, here. Alrighty. Hyper voice. And that's 10. I'm gonna go heal up real quick. Alrighty. Sorry guys, I know we was gonna train our a Sentret, but I decided to put that on hold though. I really can't. I just can't. I can't evolve it. But if I get the urge to though, definitely will. Some people do want me to play Fear and Hunger, but I'm just not feeling it. So if I do feel it, I'll play it. I do want to play more horror games though, but I don't know exactly what I'll play. But I definitely want to speedrun. But not on stream though. Definitely not on stream. Because I think trying to learn a route is the boring part of a speedrun live stream. So that's the reason why I don't really enjoy speedrunning on a live stream. Because you really just see practice runs, but you don't really get to see the actual runs itself. Which is kind of the boring part. Alrighty. Now I'm gonna give you 4. And that is exactly 112. Now we gotta focus on special attack. Excuse myself. Oops. Yep, we're swapping. And now we gotta actually see what we're dealing with here. Special attack was 220. Divide that by 9. 9 times 24. 216. Alrighty. So now we gotta knock out 24 Psyducks. Whoops. Alright, Psyducks. I'm gonna have to feint 24 of you guys. But I promise you guys, it'll be worth it. But here we go. 24 Psyducks, here we come. Alrighty. But work tomorrow. I don't know how many people are watching this, but I kind of have to be honest. I don't want to lie and pretend like everything's okay, but I'm actually kind of exhausted. Not on YouTube, but I feel overworked sometimes. But then again though, I don't really have time to relax too often. If I have free time, I usually don't play games too often like this. So I usually try to cram as much as I can whenever I am playing a game. So if I do have 1 hour of free time to actually play a game, I'll crunch as much things as I can to that 1 hour. And I know that's not really a good thing, but I just don't know how to use time effectively when it comes to taking a break. Because I don't know, I would rather use that time to actually work out or something, or train. Which is why I'm always in shape. By the way, I trained today. I was not supposed to train, but I did some ab workouts. And then I did a little bit of bench press. And then I went running. And then I cried a little. Because I couldn't stop myself from relaxing. I couldn't stop myself from actually working out. Which was the biggest disappointment. Oh man, I keep punishing myself sometimes, but it is what it is. So now I'm making up that time right now by actually trying to play a game and relax. But someday though, I'm a firm believer that if you work hard, then at some point something will pay out. Oops, don't want to battle you again. But I truly just, I don't know. I want to feel fulfilled when it comes to chasing my dreams. And it's not that... And... it's kind of strange to say this, but I am not lost in life. I'm stuck in life. And I'm just hoping that something works out. And I know things don't always work out, nor do dreams come true. But it doesn't mean don't try. That's the reason why I'm going all out. Because I don't want to disappoint myself. So I'm just happy and proud of the small things I can accomplish and the small things I can do. It'll all add up over time though. Little by little. People think that in life everything happens at once, and sometimes it does. Sometimes it's good and bad. But in reality, most things in life comes one step at a time. Sometimes it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Sometimes it's more steps back and less steps forward. But the only thing I can do is just to keep moving forward. If something bad happens, it already happened, you know? So the most you can do is to look forward and see what you can fix, or do what you can to solve an issue. My problem is that I just can't find that balance. Because I have a diagnosis to where I genuinely have a fear of relaxing. This is why, man, why I stream so late. It's because, you know, it's like right before I'm going to bed, so I might as well use that time, right? But someday, I've always say Sunday, but I don't know when that day will be. Oops, I'm running into another Azurill. Is it a Azurill? I wonder. Where's all the Psyducks? There is a Psyduck. Oh man. It's crazy to say what I just said, but to those who are watching this though, now you know. I do not relax easy. Even though I sound like I'm very chill, I am not a chill person in terms of relaxing. Because you're only as good as how hard you work, you know? But I dream, though. That is my... oh, man. My family actually kind of... they don't despise me, but they can't stand me either. But hey... it's because I'm too harsh on them. I am not a big fan of poor work ethic. I cannot stand poor work ethic. Like, I just can't stand lazy people. But here's the... but, look. There's a reasoning as to why that is. It's because you are essentially the catalyst to yourself. You can't complain and you can't want things if you're not going to work for it. You have to put in some sort of effort. You don't have to put in 100%, but you have to put in something. And I know a lot of people here. I don't know what the work ethic is, but I hope it's not bad. That Psyduck is running for his life. I spare you then. But I will never be lazy, I'll tell you that. That is not in my DNA. And yes, I will admit it, sometimes I take it out onto my siblings. Because seeing them being lazy is just not in my blood. But hey, though, I'm a dreamer, sort of, and a hard worker. So I'm chasing and doing as much as I can while I'm alive. I don't want to waste my life, man. That's the part that scares me the most. You don't really think about it, but I think about it every single day. You only have one lifespan, and what you do with it will determine who you become, who you will meet, and what will happen in life. So don't waste it. So I'm afraid of wasting my life away. So because of that, that fear actually genuinely pushes me to where I'm literally overworked. Because I hate the what ifs, and I also hate the fact that I have one life and I don't want it to be wasted away. Like, I don't want to grow old and then on my deathbed, like, I'm telling myself, like, Dang, I didn't do this or that. That part scares me the most. It's just... I know you can't do everything in life, but it doesn't mean you can't do the things you want to do in life either. Oh no, I did not mean to run into you. Dang. Whoops. Now we're running into another Psyduck. And that's 24. Alrighty. Now we just gotta do this 3. And then we gotta switch out his bracelets here. Alright, there it goes. We switch it out. I don't know exactly what Pokemon... Hold up. Okay, let's see. That's HP. That's attack. We're not focusing on that defense. Oh wow, okay. The bugs give us the defense we're looking for. Alright, now we have a purpose of smacking these bugs around. Divide by 9. 5 times 9. Alrighty. 9 of these guys. And we miss. And we're paralyzed. God dang it. Okay, let's go heal actually. You win for today, Bug. But next time, we will not be so lucky. Alrighty, let's heal up, shall we? There we go. Now we're healed from paralysis. Alright, back to EV training for defense. 53 in defense. Your special defense, but I'll do you later. That's a Whooper. That's a Sleeping Lechonk. We're looking for scatterbugs and if there's any. Or Tarantula. Tarantula? What this? Dang, I forget some of these Pokemon's names. I'm crazy. That was a Weasel. I thought that was something else for a second. There it is. Alright, we gotta battle 9 of these guys. There we go. But still though, this channel is starting to grow again, which is kind of scary because things just kind of happen in life, I guess. I don't necessarily... How should I put this? Oh, this might sound a bit strange to say this, but I have no actual goals of becoming a full-time YouTuber. This is why I still do my spider work behind me, and it's And it's a question I've already answered so many times. What are those containers behind me? All of those are spiders, but I guess people just don't get it. And now, granted, if YouTube does become a thing, it just happens. But I don't want to make YouTube my full-time career because YouTube to me is not very consistent. So I don't want to say that it's the end-all be-all. Because, like, I don't want... look. What I fear is that like, I don't want to give people false hope saying YouTube is the ultimate dream where everything works out. It isn't. I still don't, like, even now, after 2K subs, I don't get paid at all on YouTube. And that's the thing. This is something that just kind of happened. But hey, to each their own. It is getting late, so I will have to actually go to bed pretty soon. There's an Oreo. Oh man. That's started me for a second. A lot of birds here. But I really just want the scatterbugs. Alright, that's 5. 4 more to go, and then I'll probably just use... Excuse myself. When I need them to spawn, they don't spawn at all. Such irony. Oh, you do. Yahoo! I don't know exactly when I'll live stream again, but not tomorrow though. Tomorrow I'll be too busy. Tomorrow, Monday, those days I'm going to be way too busy to live stream. But I would like to live stream more random stuff that I enjoy, such as this. Indoor. Where are all the scatterbugs when you need them, right? There it is. Getting there slowly. Keeping my head and keeping it high. I grew 2 wings and I still don't fly. Alrighty, come on, scatterbugs. When I need you to spawn, you don't spawn. Oh, I'll take this though. Branching rounds, I always take them. It's kind of crazy, man. This channel was a pure accident. And somehow I got in 2K subs on this channel. This is why I don't really feel obligated to ask people for subs and stuff. Or to stick around on live streams. Or to watch my videos. Because it just, man, it's crazy. There's an incentive that just so much accidentally happened. That's 9. Alrighty. Now, hold up. 53 minus 45. Now we just need 8. Okay, where are you, my friend? Oops, I mean, just supposed to switch this out. There it goes. Alright, we got the power bracelet on. Now we just gotta get special defense going. Oh boy. Alright, we gotta go out from here. Alright, so now we gotta target another Pokemon for special defense EVs. And what we're targeting is gonna be Spoink. It's a little cute little piglet. It's a hopping little piglet that likes to hop around. And that is the Pokemon we're targeting, Spoink. A bunch of Makuhitos though. There it is. Spoink. Alright. 9 of these as well. Spoink is all we need to battle. But this Pokemon does spawn pretty sporadically. So we got to run quite a bit around. God dang it, Spoink. Got all these Yungoos spawning for us instead. Oh man. I'm still... man. I say man a lot because I think a lot. Somebody actually... Someone asked a question that I still think about to this day. And that is, will I ever find happiness? I think I will. Maybe. I don't really know. Happiness is something that you can't really... I don't know. Can you find it? Maybe. I haven't found mine yet. But that's the thing. If I can't find it, then the most I can do for the moment is try to create my happiness. And that's going to be the hard part in life. But I know I can do it. Anyone can do it. I'm just an ordinary person like everyone else. There is no I'm better or worse than you. So happiness, here I come. But I worry about my viewers too though. Because I don't want them to be wasting their lives away. And I know things in life don't happen all at once. But that's exactly the reason why you gotta do it little by little. People will tell you that things are useless at times, but all the small things add up. So if you're consistent, even when it comes to the smallest things, something will pay out. Oh, it's a Viper. Spoink, I need you to spawn. We got a bunch of shinks, but that's not what I need. Spoink! Come back here. Ah, dang, I really want to watch some more animes though. I think one of my favorite animes in terms of like, I don't know, some animes do make me think about life. And one of those animes is Kino's Journey. I still watch that anime from time to time again. It's such an interesting philosophical anime. I love that anime actually. The light novels is amazing. It's really just a woman, her bike, exploring different countries and learning their philosophies and how they live. Still one of my favorite philosophical animes I think about till this day. Alrighty, Spoink. Good to see you again, my friend. And that's the last one I need. Okay. Now we just need to give you 8. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Whoa, hold up. That can't be right. Huh? Did I not spread that out right? That can't be right. Hold up. Something has 2. Whoa. This is not right at all. Hold up. It says I can't put in any more EVs. That can't be right. What? Something, hold up. Okay, one of these stats is, oh. Hold up. Something isn't right. I screwed up somewhere. Oh, okay. I see where I screwed up. Okay, yeah, we gotta get that fixed. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna reset. Sorry, I did not mean to go online. Okay, yeah, I found the problem. We put too much into our defense, our stats. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna have to reset this real quick. Alright, we gotta redo this. Alright, there it goes. That's one. So we battled too many spoinks and whatnot. So we're only supposed to battle 5. So I resetted the EVs. So that way, it just makes it easier, I guess. It's 2. Alrighty, spoink. Oh boy, we screwed up so bad. And that put a bit of a dent. An accidental dent. This is our third one. Oh boy, I can't believe I screwed up this bad. It's such a simple mistake too, which makes me feel even more stupid. Come on, Spoink. I guess Spoink doesn't want to spawn now. Ugh, when I find it, I don't need it. When I need it, I can't find it. Why is it always the situation here? I swear, you find things when you don't need them, but when you need them, you can't find them. I just need a battle. I'm just playing Pokemon right now, Zen. Yeah, YouTube has a way of pushing my videos out. It just kind of happens, I'll tell you what. Which is the part that still surprises me. Like I stated before, and I'll state this again. I don't really know why YouTube pushes out my videos. It just kind of happens, honestly. And I've always stated that, and I'll stand by that too. Like, even you probably found my videos through the push-ups, which I'm assuming you did. When I started the push-ups, it was just more so of like, I don't know, a mental push that I need. It wasn't really necessarily for workout purposes. But for some reason, people keep thinking that. And I still do clarify that to this day. Because I don't want to mislead people. Because I think misleading people is essentially kind of like lying. I don't want to lie to people. So I say in all my videos, you know, as transparently as possible. Yes, I do work out. And it's more so of a mental push in life rather than a physical one. Because I could just not say anything, but then again though, it would feel like I'm lying if I do that. So, I always try to be transparent, you know? Oh wait. It's going to get special defense, that's right. So, I hope that people understand that. And not really, how should I say it? Not think that I'm just doing it for views. Looking at your videos channel, I was just you to work more in thumbnails. Yeah, this is the funny thing, and I've always stated this, and I'll state this again to the very end of time. This channel was actually a throwaway channel in the beginning. I had no intentions of becoming a YouTuber for this channel at all. Even way back when, if you go back to the very beginning of the channel, well, more to the earlier videos, I've marked down exactly how many days I was going to upload on this channel, and that was it. And that was exactly 200 days. I told myself after 200 days of uploading, like in a row, 200-day streak of uploading, that would be it, and that would be the end of this channel. But lo and behold, somehow, some way, I'm actually just doing this because I enjoy it. And I cannot believe I'm saying that. That's why I'm not burned out like 99% of people. Like I stated, how do I not get burned out? And the honest answer is that I don't really know. I've always stated this, and I'll state this again. If it happens, it happens. But I will not, for the love of my life, put this channel as a way to grow more in views and subscribers and whatnot. Because if I did that, I would not feel genuine. Like, I just want to be true to myself, you know? And I understand people do give out a bunch of YouTube advice, you included, which isn't a bad thing, but I do want people to understand though, I do not want YouTube to be my full-time job. YouTube is a byproduct of just pure coincidence. This is why I still do have a job, and this is why I'm still a dance instructor, and also why I'm still, how should I say this? Still chasing after my dreams of being a voice actor, my spider work, and whatnot. Because I can't throw away my life into YouTube. YouTube, in my honest opinion, is not meant to be built on sustainability by itself. So I genuinely hope that people don't get the wrong idea of me trying to make YouTube a full-time career. That's not what I'm trying to do. And I say that because I don't want to give my viewers false hope, saying, if I do this as a full-time job, you can do it too. No, please don't do that. I don't want people throwing away their lives for YouTube, because YouTube is not a guarantee. And I've been... What do you recommend to get a build like yours? Honestly, you kind of had to figure it out on your own. Because the thing is this, I do not train. And so, okay, oh sorry, I was checking on things. I do not actually train to be a bodybuilder or train to be this or that. I specifically trained because I'm a dance instructor and a stage actor, which does require a somewhat specific type of body structure. So I train accordingly to how it needs to be for that specific type of job. Not necessarily train for the purpose of trying to build too much muscle. So I don't want to give people false advice or things that only work for me. Because you have to consider genetics too. Everybody's genetics is different. So I try not to actually tell people this, that, or, you know, it's not that I hate liars. I'm not trying to lie. I'm just trying to be transparent. Hello there, Amy. Alrighty. Now, the last stat I'm going to work on is speed. But I really do hope that people who watch my videos, you know, I hope that they can figure out their own stuff. Not in like me saying, screw you, go figure it out on your own. But I really just hope that everyone can get somewhere in life. I'm still trying to get somewhere in life, but I don't want to give up because I have a lot more to give. I know I'm not a pro YouTuber to give you advice. I was your subscriber and I am chasing after that. So you know how. So you know you had them, so I thought you can take it another level. Here's my advice on YouTube, and I should give a bit of background. So Amy, I'm doing great, thank you. But I have been creating content since 2016. But this channel, like, I'm not even gonna lie, I was ready to throw away this yo YouTube thing career. And it's funny, I've tried everything on YouTube, like every single type of content ever since 2016. But the one thing I've never tried was trying to be myself. And unironically, the moment I just was myself was when I got the most views. Which is honestly so surprising. How the secret to success on YouTube is not necessarily just your content, but just you being yourself. And man, that part is the part that still like amazes like even myself to this day. Okay, hold up. Alrighty. But yeah though guys, and to everyone who's watching this, please do not throw away your whole life for YouTube. Because it's just not inducive or consistent on its own. Like, what I want... Here's the thing. I do not take anybody for granted. Because you just don't know. The people you meet in life, sometimes they can be a long-time friend. Other times, they can be a long-time supporter. You just don't know that. But at the same time, I really do want people to actually go out and chase after their dreams. And when people watch my videos, I feel like they watch it specifically to watch what I do in my life. But what I do in my life that I show is really just because, yeah, I just want to show who I am as a person. But at the same time, I do want people to go out into the world and, you know, do things. You know how many opportunities and benefits YouTube have, right? Yes, I do, Zen. But the real question you really have to ask yourself is, how many years are you willing to push it? And the biggest thing is, and the biggest question of all is, are you willing to accept that you might not ever make it? Because people are chasing after dreams, which that's what I encourage. But at the same time, you need to be realistic. I don't know how old you are, Zen. You could be a teenager, which is the majority of my audience. But if you are, my question is, how many years are you willing to put into YouTube as like a full-time job? Not as like doing this as a side, like, not necessarily as like a side project or a side thing, but as a full-time job. Like, are you willing to put in the time? And you're going to have to put in some bit of money as well, but you have to be self-aware. Because I am very self-aware. Hello there, Exartic. I'm just chasing my dreams. Don't give up on your dreams, but also be realistic. Because Like, I don't want to see people throw away their lives. YouTube is my back plan, like plan B. I would... Okay. Okay, that's fair, I guess. I personally would not put YouTube as a plan B, because YouTube is more like a plan Z for me. It would be last resort. Because 99.99% of every single YouTuber you see on YouTube would never make it. And if they do make it, they will not make it long term. I think the best way to put it is how many YouTubers from 10 years ago are still relevant? That on top of your head. Because I can't think of too many. And when I say YouTubers, I don't mean like the super big YouTubers, but the ones with like 50k subs or less. Because honestly, if I'm being transparent here, very little people will be sustainable as a YouTuber. Being a YouTuber is the dream job, but at the same time, I wouldn't consider it a end-all be-all job. So I'm always very wary, because I don't want to be the guy who says go all in, you know, give it everything you got. Yes, you should do that, but also be very aware, self-aware. Alrighty. Let us actually evolve this now. Now we got our High Dragon. Oh my gosh, yes! Our Pokemon evolved. That is a real beast. Yahoo! That is the coolest looking dragon Pokemon I've had yet. I live in the United States, by the way, if you're wondering. It is 1:32 a.m. in the morning. But I'm just really relaxing the best that I can. But I'm gonna be honest though, man. YouTube is hard, way harder than people make it out to be. I finally reached my 1K mark, but I'm a manga artist for a YouTuber. Can't imagine me doing YouTube without anything to provide. Ooh, somebody speaking facts. Exotic, I actually understand your sentiment there. People have to understand, YouTube, everybody is a YouTuber. I think hard work will always repay. If you're passionate about it, then you're already winning. Can't find this. Okay, I'm looking for an item, but hard work will always pay off if you're passionate. Without a doubt. Because if you're passionate and you love what you do, you're already winning. This is my personal opinion, though. Where's the lucky egg? Hold up. I think I must be stupid. Okay, it's somewhere up here. Where's my lucky egg? No, I have it. There it is. Oh. Alrighty. Excuse myself. Okay, but where was I? Okay, so about hard work. If you're passionate about the things you do, hard work you should already be winning. Because if you enjoy what you love and you work hard for what you love, if you love it, you're already winning, if you get what I'm saying. Just do vlogs, man. You can become a professional YouTuber. Boy, Zen, I have no idea, man, but you're on the YouTube grind. And I'm going to tell you this right now. How often do you upload? Because every single second that passes on YouTube, somebody is uploading a video. And they're taking that view away from you for that one day you're not uploading. So put it into this perspective. You upload once a week. And there is a total of 48 weeks in a year. If you upload one video a week, in total, you only technically uploaded 48 videos, which isn't a lot, unless they're very long videos. You upload every day. If you upload every day, you're giving yourself better chances of people finding your videos. But at the end of the day, like, YouTube is not a guarantee, though. But I wish you luck on your YouTube endeavors. Because, man. Oh boy, that's super effective. That's not great. And it's a crit. And our speed fell. That wasn't so good. Ooh, that was rough. Let's go heal. That's funny. I upload every single day myself, but I really just enjoy having fun on when I upload. Like, this is crazy. Oh, that's good to hear, Amy. I will say this, though. One of the biggest factors that will help any single YouTuber out is having talent. Like, true talent. If you have talent, you have a much better chance, I'll tell you what, of people finding you. And I'll say this, the majority of YouTubers nowadays are not that talented. Talentless, if I'm being honest. Because true talent on YouTube is very rare. But, I don't know, if you do have a talent, it does help you out a lot more on YouTube. Oh, you're a fairy type. You're going to be immune to my attacks. And I think... man. So people do know that I'm a spider master, obviously. But I'm way more than that. You know? So I truly pray that you have talents and all of my YouTuber buddies who are trying to be a YouTuber. Because YouTube is a byproduct for me. not a dream. Well, you can say it's a... Nah. Depends on how you want to say it, I guess. But I'm just happy that I'm here. Oh boy. All these Pokemon. I think you're fairy type as well. Don't want to take the chances of finding you, though. Totally agree with that. Talent goes a very long way when it comes to YouTube. But true talent on YouTube is very rare. So, if you don't agree with me on that, that's fine. But then again, though, it just really just tells me that you're relying a lot on luck. Because you can have good thumbnails, good editing, the most expensive 4K camera, 8K camera, but if you're a boring person, or if you don't really have anything going for you, then you're kind of wasting time. And I'm not even trying to be mean, but just trying to be honest. Because, you know, I'm just an ordinary person. And I know I've always viewed myself that way. But you have to understand though, before YouTube, I was already doing spider work, breeding tarantulas. I was already a dancer for about 10 years. And I was also into acting already. So I've had a head start, honestly. Because you gotta remember, I've been dancing for over 10 years now. I started off as a street dancer, then I became a street performer, then I became a competitive dancer, and then I became a dance instructor, and that's where I am now. And for spider work, I started way back when. So, like for me, I started like I had a head start over most people. I didn't waste my time on YouTube. YouTube came later. So, for people who are making videos and don't have talent, it just hurts to see them because they're wasting time, honestly, at this point. Like, it just hurts. Like, it hurts when people have dreams, but they don't have the necessary skill set or talent for that dream. So to anyone who is watching this live stream, I hope that if you do want to chase your dreams, I hope you develop the proper skills, talent, and audience to get there. Because the biggest value to anyone in their career is themselves. But if you do not have the talent or the skills to prove yourselves out, then you're putting yourself in a position to where you're not going to make it. And then you'll be disappointed with your results and you're wondering why things are not working out and you probably will quit. But you have to bet it on yourself. If you're not willing to place bets on yourself, then honestly, I feel kind of bad. And I know I sound kind of harsh, but it's just because I care, about everybody. I don't want to just, give out false advice or lies. It's easy to sell a lie, but it's hard to tell the truth for some people. And I'm just going to tell you the truth because somebody has to say it. So, if somebody took offense to what I said, or they don't agree, then it's understandable, but you have to already be there to know. Because I've been there. Not just for YouTube, but for every single thing I'm doing. From dancing, to spider work, to voice acting, to stage acting. I was always put in a position to where there are better people than I am. And there is a time you have to prove yourself out, that, you're the real deal. Because people will challenge you, but you have to stand strong, and you have to show them that you do have the skill set and the talent to pursue what you want to pursue. So I don't know, man. So I really just hope people just don't throw away their lives chasing after something they have no skills or no talent or potential for. Amy, that is an amazing thing to hear. I have nothing but respect for doctors. But you and Exardic, you two understand where I'm coming from, though. You need to develop the skill set to pursue what you want to pursue. You can't just want something and go half effort. You had to go full throttle. and develop those necessary skills and talents to actually succeed. It can take a very long time though, which is the part that makes it very difficult for most people to succeed. Like, let's use dancing for example, because I'm a dance instructor. It took me 7.5 years just to prove out that I was a good dancer. 7.5 years. Like, it takes a very long time to prove yourself out, you know? But hey, I think everybody gets my point though. So if you want to do YouTube, I think you really need to have the talent and the skill to do it. Because, you know, anybody can edit a video or make good thumbnails, obviously, because it's pretty easy and accessible. But when it comes to the actual individual themselves, they need to have it, the it factor. Some people will have it, others don't, but it comes and goes. Oh, the Proshu. I'm doing fine, thank you. Gotta do a top contractor super hard companies. There are many people in India who are better. Yeah, I have a lot of Indian fans here on this channel actually. A lot of them are trying to get into big universities and colleges as we speak. I'm hoping everybody the best though. Even though I'm here in America, you know, and it's super late, I should be in bed, but I just really want to train my Pokemon, I guess. But I hope everybody's doing well though. So, I will always tell people to go after your dreams, but be realistic and also develop the necessary skill set and talents that are necessary to pursue it. And it will take years. Yeah, that's all I can say. It will take years. You know, I don't think it will take 1 year or 2 years. I think it will take way longer than that. And so here's my perspective on how I see things. As time goes on, it will get harder and harder and harder for people to succeed. And because of that, it's going to take more time to have success because of how many people are entering into the same field or wanting the same things you want. Because it's already too saturated. You're gonna publish? Okay, hold up. Exotic, April 1st? That's April Fool's Day. Are you sure you want to post it on that day? Because, that's kind of a strange date to post it, but I give everybody a shot. Yeah, I'll check it out. Definitely. I don't hold anything, man. I give everything a shot. Now, granted, I'm not going to say I'm going to read it to the very end, but I will give it a shot, though. Like, for every single webtoon I've read. Such as Unordinary, etc., etc. Alright, the stats are looking exactly what I expect. But yeah, though, everyone, it's super late right now. Here where I am in the United States. But I'm just playing Pokemon and just chilling with you guys. But I really try to tell people things, though. Really? I didn't even realize that. Well, yeah, April 1st. It's just 45 pages. That's fine. I'll give it a shot. 45 pages for a one-shot is pretty short, but I'll definitely give it a shot. You won't really know till you give everything a fair shake. But I'm still chasing after my dreams, everybody. Of wanting to voice act in something. And also the spider work. Those two things I'm still chasing after. I'm still chasing after stage acting too, in a way, but that is going to require a lot of training. Oh gosh. I do have to train tomorrow, but I don't know exactly if I'll train after I get back from work tomorrow or before work, but most likely after I get back from work. Training is not the thing I like, but it's... Yeah, by all means, DM me the link on Discord. If it doesn't work on Discord, then just email me the link, and then I'll go check it out. It's been a long day for me, everybody. My surgery took a bit longer than I expected, but I'm glad the surgery went well though, because I'm alive and doing fine. But man, the recovery process is going to take they say it's going to take a few weeks, maybe a couple of months for her to fully recover. So I'm hoping that it will recover well. I still can work, obviously, but my face is a bit swollen on the cheek. It doesn't look as bad when I'm recording, but when I look in the mirror, I notice it. Maybe it's just the way the recording works, I guess. But now that the surgery is over, everyone, I am saving up to buy a new vehicle, buy a new car. That's the next thing on my list, which honestly shouldn't take too long. And after that, I'm going to start saving money for my tarantula business and my spider work. Those are the next two big goals of my personal life. And of course, I'm still going to be doing stage acting and teaching dance lessons, of course. I'm not giving up on that. And, yeah. The surgery was to remove the birthmark on my face. So I was born with a birthmark on my face, or the mole that you see that's on my face whenever I'm doing my push-ups and vlogs that you see. I got a surgery to remove it off. So it got removed because it was necessary. I had to get it removed, but I had to pay out of pocket too, so it was very expensive, put it that way. But it was necessary. But I'm glad I got it paid and done, because now I can actually focus on my other things in life, such as saving for a new car and saving up to start my small tarantula business. But I don't plan on giving up my life, you know, for YouTube, that is. Definitely not for YouTube. Why the birthmarks look cool. So it was, okay, so the thing is this, the birthmark, they wasn't sure if it was going to be diagnosed as melanoma or not. So to be safe, they had it removed, just so it doesn't cause any possible issues of skin cancer. Because for those who don't know, melanoma is it's skin cancer, but it's not technically harmful, even though it is quite common. But yeah, I got the mole removed though, everyone. That's why you see the bandage on my face for the push-ups today. And why my cheeks sounds a bit swollen, even though you may not recognize it. But yeah, though, it's still leaking and it's still pouring. Even now, I can feel it pouring and leaking. Which is the part that's annoying right now. Oh man, it's quite a lot, I'll tell you that. Alright, get this to level 70, and then I guess I'll call this a stream, because I have streamed for quite a long while. It is getting late, guys. It's almost 2 AM in the morning here where I am, here in the United States. But it's good to talk to everyone, though. And I hope that everybody can take something from this live stream. I don't know. I really just speak from my personal experiences and for what I've seen. I don't want to just make gestures and guesses about how things work, you know? My life is my life, but no, I'm just telling the things I've learned from my failures. I'll tell you what, I have a lot of failures, more failures than successes, but the good news is that for each success, it makes up for all of those failures. And when I, it's funny, but when I put it that way, it really does makes itself rewarding. But that's just really the part. But that's really just part of life, though. But yeah, without further ado everyone, I guess I'll call this a live stream for today, because it's getting kind of late, and I gotta go to bed because I work tomorrow. But yeah, without further ado everyone, thanks for watching, and I'll see everybody in the next one. That's really about it. See you.